There is not, sir.
The Catholic perspective started.
I'd again learn.
Oh, good evening. Hope you at this late hour, but you see, I was summoned here in some haste to attend a dying man.
EWTN. Live truth. Live Catholic.
That, as we said yesterday,
his first word.
We're here at the Tor Vergata.
Just to see,
Lots of people admired the example, the testimony of this man who was a persecutor of Christians and was touched by the grace of God and changed completely directions, moved towards Jesus Christ, facing one of the most terrible deaths, beheaded.
que segue Jesus,
Those who follow Jesus must tread the path of the Beatitudes.
not a
preparing your hearts for what we're all about to experience together.
others.
This theme this year, the Jubilee 2025, Pilgrims of Hope.
Well, thanks to the USCCB and the Knights of Columbus, who are always eager to sponsor the young and be able to bring renewal to the young church. We also want to thank WorldYouthDay.com and the McGrath Institute for collaborating on an evening like this.
Friends, I'm so happy to welcome all of you to the Basilica of St. Paul outside the walls. This beautiful house of worship built over the tomb holding the mortal remains of St. Paul, known as the Apostle of the Gentiles in charity.
Heart of Jesus.
Our life was easy.
First year as a priest on our own strength. And in my experience, when we rely.
And I've learned that God is not just about our healing, so I stopped discerning. I'm an Aussie to intimacy.
Right? We've come to the very tombs of the apostles. And I was thinking last night a lot about St. Peter. Here he is over here. That scene, just rape, beheadings, and it's like in the first 10 chapters. It's probably the most, to be a person of faith, something. In sackcloth, he converts the entire city.
And his talk.
Ahora que ya hemos sido justificados por su sangre, seremos salvados.
Not because of how many fall in this holy hour. Before the Blessed Sacrament, we bring not only our questions to the weary world.
Beautiful in every day. He's righteous.
To my kids, I can share my experience, but I can't really show them this.
That is how you start becoming a missionary of hope. Samuel Rendon, Sister Mary Grace, there's something.
Back to EWTN's coverage of the Jubilee of Youth. You just heard that
line, the adventure,
and Catholics,
a beautiful.
again, hitting on influencers and how there are people there who are maybe considered social media influencers and hold this kind of clout in the social media world. But a reminder that who are the influencers of the church? The saints, the apostles, the martyrs. And in fact, each and every single one of us carries that responsibility of that title of influencer. Whether I'm influencing my family, whether
At the end of the program tonight, one of the nieces of Pier Giorgio Frassati, I've heard her name mentioned for the last 30 years. People who have just known her or met her. because she has just used her family relation and her love for her uncle to influence others, to draw them too into appreciation of the life and virtue of her uncle.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she's not on social media. As far as I know, she's not on YouTube, and yet her persistent witness over decades, born of love, born of courage. You know, her name is known globally, right? And so, and that's what, and we don't have to become globally known to be an influencer. We just need to, you know, the person who lives with us, the person who lives next to us, if they know something more about the gospel, if they know something more about the goodness and love and mercy of Jesus Christ, then we've fulfilled the mission of the church in our lives.
That's a great reminder. Of course, you know, again, you mentioned Wanda, who is there, and in witness of her uncle, Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati, who will be canonized September 7th now. But I think of St. Therese of Lisieux, died at the age of 24, same age of Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati. Here she was, this cloistered nun. She should have had no influence, again, this word, and yet she's the patron of missionaries.
Right. And who doesn't know of St. Therese?
Exactly,
Flower,
exactly. Right? And so just that kind of reminder that no matter your follower count, no matter that social media presence, your love for the Lord, your joy comes from who you worship, and we were made to worship. The theme of the Jubilee year is Pilgrims of Hope. That was the theme we heard throughout this event hosted in Rome by the U.S. bishops, and they just reiterated that line in Romans: hope does not disappoint.
Right.
And I mean, Father, we could speak at length just about the virtue of hope and the need for hope today. Because that promise that hope does not disappoint sometimes is all someone has to cling to when they are in various moments of despair, various struggles. Do you mind just sharing a word about the importance and virtue of hope, which is what we should be paying attention to this Jubilee year in particular?
Right. I mean, hope is probably one of the least appreciated of the three theological virtues. Like, we can all say something about faith, we can all say something about charity, but hope is that one that kind of floats out there. It's a little nebulous. Is this